Danny Negus down at Eastbourne, Devonshire Park joins us now. Danny, I'm delighted to announce that you've offered to take on being the main point of contact for the BRADS scheme now, and taking over from Dave Roberts, who's done a brilliant job over the last few years and was part of the group with Steve Braddock that kind of invented the entire scheme. Just tell us a little bit about what BRADS is and what you hope will happen.
Key word is development, Martin, because it's always important for you as a manager of a team is to develop your staff, and what better way of developing people and their enthusiasm for the industry than giving them opportunities to actually learn new skills at other venues that they can bring back to their own. Because there's so many opportunities out there, people with their different disciplines, you can learn so much. And that's all it is about. It is about development of the individual. And ultimately you as the manager, you win, because your staff are then becoming better equipped. They have a greater knowledge and understanding, which can only help your team. And there's nothing, I don't think, as a manager, there's nothing better than sharing your team's success. So the better they get, the better it is for you and ultimately the employer. So it is all about development.
I think also you can look at it not just going to different venues and learning skills in different disciplines. We've had some experience where we've seen people going at a different type of football ground, for instance. Somebody didn't have experience on hybrid pitches, went off from France to Liverpool to get some experience there. So as well as looking at different sectors, you can actually look at a higher level, if you like, of experience. Would that be fair?
I think it is fair, because what you'll see is how within the world of commercial sport, the clue is in the title at the very start, commercial, the way the money drives that sport. You're giving these individuals an opportunity to see the pressures that others are under based on the discipline they do. And there are, there are venues out there that currently don't have the constraints of sponsorships and what that brings in as a sponsor. So if you're allowing a member of your team to go and experience that, it can actually give them a glimpse into management, into the future of seeing these external pressures that are always, they're sort of, if you like, they're not really learnt or taught, I should say, in colleges, and they're usually learnt by bitter experience. And this is a fantastic way of giving people a glimpse of seeing these pressures, and more importantly, it's not a negative pressure, it's a growing pressure, and also it's nice for the employer, say such as myself, someone coming here, it's a great opportunity to also see how other industry, if you like, the discipline of the industry are doing it. Guys, girls coming here, I'd like to be able to listen to their ideas, keeps you fresh as well as keeping them fresh. So I think it helps beyond what you can actually articulate that BRADS is covering, and it's an experience that is unlike anything else. And when you think, you mentioned Fulham have been great. They've been in touch to work with the All England Club, training ground with the Hurlingham Club. So my discipline is in tennis. I can already say tennis is reaching out. I mean, perfect example. We're entering tennis season and they're already looking at how can we take advantage of this? Neil at the Hurlingham Club looking at this. You've got Fulham, both the training ground and the stadium working alongside. It's just great. It's great.
Yeah, I think some of the feedback we've had from employers that have sent their guys off on a BRADS placement is that they come back with better knowledge that helps them in their place of work. So it's not all about moving people around. It's actually sometimes developing people where they are as well.
Absolutely, because I think as well, what can happen, it's not just about money, but it is also, I've said this before, the less resources you have, the more resourceful you become. And actually, there's a lot that can be learned by actually seeing how those who don't have a lot do things that then mean that when you go back, you're learning how to get the most out of what you've got. It's not just about looking for these youngsters going to, those with huge amounts of wealth. But ultimately, the BRADS scheme was designed to educate and develop these young and upcoming guys and girls, because that's what's really important.
So obviously there's some admin involved around BRADS, and I think we've got documentation and the processes around what HR needs to get involved in, etc. So you're the focal point now in terms of contact, and people can contact you, and we'll put out the correct address for them to get hold of you, and the way to do that at the bottom of this. But essentially it's all there, ready to switch on, and you just got to get the two parties talking, and you can give them the documentation. So if somebody's got an employee that wants to get experience, not always in a different sport, but sometimes at a different level in the same sport. For instance, I think we've had people come over from France that have been working at Liverpool and done a match day there, as well as some time at the training ground. I think we've had a placement at Arsenal. We've had placements at Fulham, Wimbledon tennis as well. You'll know more about these than I will necessarily. So essentially what I'm getting to, Danny, is if somebody's got somebody that they want to put somewhere, contact you, and then between us we'll make it happen, yeah?
Absolutely, 100% correct. And, look, whilst we're discussing this now, conversations are already happening between Fulham, the All England Club, and at the Hurlingham Club, and it's really exciting to actually see the conversations that are happening and how people are looking to have placements. They're already getting scheduled, and I'm really proud of what the industry is doing to help each other. So yeah.
So all in all, Danny, a big kind of positive feel about this, and you kind of want to get the word out there that you're the person to talk to, and you'll put people in touch with one another to make it happen.
Absolutely.
Danny, thanks again for your support on this one, and we look forward to working with you over the coming months, years even, to keep BRADS moving forward.
It's a pleasure and an honour, Martin. Thank you.